Hello Pisces, welcome back to my channel. I'm Delilah Rose. This is Delilah's Spiritual Spot YouTube channel and podcast. We're going to jump right into your reading for May 24th through the 30th, 2021. I apologize for my absence. It kind of got burnt out, guys. And so I'm back. Duality. Self-awareness, observe, release. I think this is for you. We're going to key in on self-awareness because when I said that, the third eye is activated. Confidence, just that word for you. I mean, it says a short motivation, oneness, positivity. I think self-awareness and motivation is what we need to key in for you. And also the confidence needed to get motivated, because I feel like your self-esteem is low at this time, Pisces. All right, and she just looks unhappy, and I am focused in on her eyes. To me, she is unhappy with herself. She's beautiful, she's surrounded by this beauty, she's surrounded by nature, but she doesn't see it. Okay. Ace of Cups. Here's the healing. Here's the self-awareness. There's the chance. Subconscious, conscious advice from Spirit. I'll clarify, and then I'll clarify again using my Luna Soul Tarot deck. Here's the Page of Cups. You're full of emotion right now. Right off the bat, we have two cups here. Cups are emotions, your emotional state here. Ace of Cups is the beginning. The idea, it could mean a new relationship, but for me, I think it's you. It's the thought of healing. Page of Cups is actually going to take an active role in healing, which is the motivation. Here you have the White Newman. Think of this White Newman as the Sun card, or like that. Think of this White Newman as the Hierophant, High Priestess, and Sun card all in one. Right? This is self-healing. Amazing, amazing so far. You have the Judgment card, clarifying that Ace of Cups. King of Pentacles, clarifying that Page of Cups. Three of Wands, clarifying the White Newman. Then you have the Black Newman here. This is your shadow work. Here we have the light and the dark. Think of it as the yin and the yang coming together in balance to heal yourself. Think of this Black Newman as the shadow work, the emotional work needed to get to the balance. Ooh. A lot of stress and anxiety sitting on my chest right now. A little bit of chest pain, because the wounds run deep, and the wounds run deep with your self-confidence. What I want to give you is that you are good enough. Just looking at these cards and feeling the emotions I'm feeling right now. And again, this is for all Pisces. Take whatever resonates for you, and leave behind what doesn't. But there's a lot of self-deprecation, self-hatred. Feeling not good enough is what I'm overwhelmed to say, or feeling overwhelmed to say. Suicide is another word I'm getting. Suicidal thoughts is what I'm getting. It's not, and for me, that's not easy for me to say as a reader. It's not easy for me to pick that. It's an emotion I don't readily welcome. But I am getting serious, because I think this is a time to ask for help, get help if you're having those thoughts. You know, there's a lot of free information out there, and help, Pisces. So we have the Ace of Cups. I'm actually going to start crying in a second. We have the Ace of Cups here. let me get myself together. You have the Ace of Cups here, which is a new relationship, but I think it's a new relationship you need to have with yourself. Is what I want to give you. You need to get to an emotional state where you can heal. But I want to say, you know, you need to ask for help and you need to get help. Some people can get over things by themselves, and I don't feel that's necessarily the case for the majority of you Pisces. So if you're trying to do some self-help and it's not really working, then ask for help. And again, there's a lot of free resources out there. Here we have the Judgment card clarifying that. So now when we think of the Judgment card, you want to think of like justice, right? You know, clarity. You know, judgment and justice go hand in hand for me. It's a wake-up call. It's finding your life purpose. It's also going to bring balance to yourself. If you get the emotional help and assistance you need, if you do the work, right, the hard work. And I think that when I talked about the suicidal thoughts, I think for many of you that is the wake-up call, because it's one thing to be depressed, it's another thing to get dark. And I think that you've lived in the dark for a while, right? Shadow work is not living in the dark. Shadow work is seeing the dark and eradicating the dark. It's not living in that space. Here in our conscious position, we have the Page of Cups. So this is you doing it, right? Again, if you're not in a relationship, this could actually mean a new relationship coming to you, whether romantic or friendship. But I feel like because of the feelings I'm having, this is you healing, right? This is you understanding that you need help, you need to heal, you need to fix yourself. And I think that that's where I need to go with this. So maybe you are asking for help, maybe you are actively seeking help or doing self-help work, and that's wonderful. That's wonderful. I want to be very careful with this reading, so I'm going to be very conservative. I normally am, but I'm going to be extra serious. This is bringing in someone into your life who is practical, right? Who is a leader, who is grounded, who is solid, someone you can count on, right? That's going to help you heal. This could be a lover, or it could just be a person in your life that you're going to bring in or attract to help you over the hurdle, that asking for help. If you're going to ask for help, you want to ask help from this person, someone who's solid and grounded emotionally. You don't want to ask for help for someone who has similar issues, because that's not going to work. Here in the outcome and advice from Spirit, you know, you're going to come to a point where you understand that you've had the power to self-heal all along, but self-healing is not without the assistance of others, because you have to continue to do the work even after you ask for help. You have to continue on, and that's what this means to me for you. You know, I like that the bull is here. The bull is grounding. It could be a Taurus coming into your life to help you, along with this King of Pentacles, because this is a Taurus person, or just someone who brings that vibe, that grounding vibe. That's what you want to attract in your life, and that's what the energy you need to tap into. This is clarified by the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is it's about teamwork, right? It's about expansion, travel, but it's mostly for you about teamwork and just taking what you need. This person is not going to take all of those staffs with him. He's got a grip on one of them. The rest he's going to leave behind. And this is you taking what you need and leaving the BS behind. because you really don't need it. I'm going to clarify these cards. And you have two cards here. It's the Hierophant and the King of Cups. Again, this is emotional support, getting in charge of your emotions and relying on your spirituality to help you through and follow your instincts spiritually. You have the Knight of Discs. Again, grounded person. This Knight turns into a king. You really need to find people who are very grounded and rooted in their emotions, not someone who shares similar anxieties or stresses as yourself. You have the Eight of Cups. This is moving on from the drama, right? This is moving forward, leaving it behind, like this Three of Wands. You just don't need it anymore. You're spending too much time in the dark place, and it's time to move forward if you can and ask for help. Here's having faith. This Fool card came out like 3 times for other people. Faith is needed at this time, right? If you don't have faith in a God, inner energy, have faith in yourself. Faith is so important. It's always connected to religion. It doesn't have to be. It could be faith in you. And what's wrong with that? That brings you the confidence that you can do it. This is your reading, Pisces. I'm Delilah Rose, and this is Delilah's Spiritual Spot. Thank you for joining me.